What is up, guys? Yeah, I just woke up. This is the day after watching the show, but I didn't really do a good introduction of who Aussie Wind is. He is like one of my favorite magicians.
All right, this is a very experimental. I brought with me here. I have an invisible die.
Okay.
Can you take it and mix it up a little bit? Mix it up. Meanwhile, I'm going to ask a bunch of you to take cards. The middle doesn't matter. One card. Do not look at it. It's very important. Do the same thing. Take one. Take. Don't look. And how about you, sir? Take one. Take. This one or this one? This one. Okay. And I know you have the die in your hand, so but try to take another one.
Okay.
Please, and put it down.
Okay.
No. Okay. Roll the die like this. Okay. And remember, these are all chosen from different places in the deck. And roll the die between 1 and 6. You're going to roll a number, correct?
Okay.
So roll a number here,
right.
and everybody rolled different, correct? For example, you rolled the 4, and it's a random thing because you could have rolled any number. Which of the cards that they chose do you want? It's really up to you, because they chose from anywhere in the deck.
I have to pick someone.
Yeah, anyone, any person. Her, and you want number
4.
No, but I cheated because if you chose yours, take a look. It's also turn over. That's a 4, and also can you turn yours as well? Yeah. 4, and also you, please, because all 4s.
I met him back in 2019 at Magic Live, and one of my favorite books, Repertoire. It is one of the strongest magic books that I've ever bought in my life. And this guy, if you've ever seen like any David Blaine special, he's worked on basically most of the magic tricks. I don't know which one specifically, but I can tell there's a lot of influence in like basically many David Blaine specials. I know Daniel Garcia works on a lot of them too, probably mainly his stage show. But yeah, I went to go see him last night in Boston. One of the reasons why I went to the show is not because I like him. It was a very expensive ticket. It was literally like $100, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, for Aussie, it's totally worth it. And when you're going through checkout, there was like a $20 to $30 service fee, and it was fucking bananas, dude. So my ticket ended up being nearly $150, and I went by myself, and I can show you the receipt. I also spent $6 on a bottle of water, so the whole thing cost me $150, actually closer to $180, because it was like $25 to park. God, I can't stand the city at all. But in other words, yes, Aussie Wind show, it was it was really good, but I'm gonna show you more of the footage of me going up there and everything, and I'll meet you back over here. So yeah. What is up, guys? I'm actually out right now in Boston, and I'm going to see one of my favorite magicians in the entire world, Aussie Wind. Like, holy, I can't swear too early in the YouTube video, but God, like, this dude does some of the most insane magic that you'll ever see. Now, like I said, I'm in Boston. I want to show you something insane right now. It took me about a few minutes to find parking, and look, nearly every single spot is a reserved spot. They're literally plastered over this parking lot. Luckily, I found one that wasn't, but holy shit, dude, it's everywhere. And also, yeah, the lot upstairs, I'm only on the second level. The first and third ones are already full. I still don't understand what is the lore of this city, like luring people in. I'm still debating on, like, okay, if I run out of money and I can't perform magic in my local area, I might have to come down to Boston. But where am I gonna park? I'm not gonna take the T down here. God damn it. But yeah, let's go see Aussie show, which starts in like 30 minutes. So I gotta go move my black ass. Now you guys probably just saw me walk all the way there, and I forgot that I had my mace on me, so I had to walk all the way back to my car. Now I have about 10 minutes to make it to the show, but it's like 5 minutes up the street, not even that. What is up, guys? Yeah, I am exhausted. I just got back to my car, and yeah, it was an incredible show. And somehow I was able to get on stage. And the best part is that I was able to get on there because I was a musician. I was a musician and a magician. But yeah, he did something that was you needed to know instruments, but you didn't really need to. But it was like part of the trick where you needed to know some musical skill. But yeah, it was such a fun show. It was really incredible. I was a little disappointed because I really want to see that trick that he did on Fool Us, because it fools me every single time. I just want to see it in person, but he did one card trick. So I could see that he's probably trying to challenge himself because he could do anything with a deck of cards. I've seen him do it. But yeah, he did a single card trick, and there's so much variety in the show. It goes from like Rubik's Cubes to painting it's a whole entire thing. And I don't want to spoil any of it, but yeah, towards the end, he does do a trick with painting. And if you don't know, Aussie is well known for also doing a lot of artistry, and it's incredible. And I'm glad I saw that because it has been inspiring me, because I have been trying to do a trick where it involves playing an instrument. And you guys, if you have not seen that video, I did a video on it. It's just not, I don't have the kinks worked out. And I'm seeing how you properly have like the etiquette of having everything flow and making everything make sense. And that's where I struggle as a performer and a magician, is that I'm thinking too highly of the trick, thinking the trick looks good. I'm not focusing on the performance. And when I'm trying to perform, I feel like I mess up the magic a lot more, or the magic has been a lot weaker and I have to push my personality. But I'm still trying to find that balance. And the one thing that has been helping me a lot is that I've been listening to a lot of like stand-up comedians like Patrice O'Neill and Bill Burr, like all those guys, because that is more of the magic I want to do. Something like The Amazing Jonathan, where it's like you could have a story and it's a whole joke build up, but it has a magic trick attached to it. I'm still trying to figure that entire thing out. The thing that I'm trying to avoid, and I did see Aussie doing it, is that it's a very magician thing where you have these very cut and dry jokes where you're supposed to use, and I want to get away from that. I want it to be more like David Lucas, where you could see somebody somewhere and you could instantly make a joke or riff off of it. Aussie did do that, but you could tell that there are more jokes that are basically not ham-fisted, more stock. You could tell that they're stock jokes. I've heard them and I've seen them many, many times. I even use them myself, which I'm trying not to. But overall, amazing show, incredible performer, and yeah, I might go home and expand on it more, but yeah, I got about an hour drive home. So I'll see you guys there. So yes, there were a couple other parts that I forgot to mention. Were there any negatives? There was just one part where he is doing something with a couple of Rubik's Cubes, and it was very impressive, but there was no music accompanying it. It was just kind of dead silent the whole time, so it was a little awkward. So you're just hearing two Rubik's Cubes clank together. I don't know if he's testing it out to see which one is more intense, because later on in the show he does something very similar and there's music playing later on and it worked a lot better. So I don't know if the sound guy messed up or that's just how he thinks it should look. But other than that, it wasn't really that big of an issue. One thing that I thought was interesting, there's a trick that I perform that I learned from one of Aussie's books, Repertoire, and he performs it slightly different than he does in the book. It's a trick with books, and I don't want to give too much away, but you're essentially tearing a page out of the book. You're burning it back inside, and the selected word is chosen from the page. He does it slightly different. I really love the visual of taking the page and throwing it towards the spectator. I don't know if that's a safety issue, because it's usually the whole thing's done burning once it reaches the person. He places it on top of the book and then uses a lighter, and it vanishes that way. But I just like that visual better. That's just me personally. And yeah, there was just a few other differences that don't really matter. Like, after he tears the page out, you're supposed to hand it to a someone in the audience to make sure that it's actually missing. But it's like a little subtlety that doesn't really matter in the long run. But I do like handing it out because he explains that in the book. But no, yeah, everything went really, really well. Actually, there was one trick that was kind of screwed up because he needed specifically someone with a huge Spotify, or there was another one. It was Spotify or like Pandora playlist, and some chick came on stage and she only had like an Amazon playlist, and it kind of screwed up the trick a bit. But he ended up getting it fixed. But the song that she chose, I didn't know it at all, funny enough. And the song that she chose was like Houdini, which is really ironic. Also, shout out to Jacob. I totally forgot that he was a Aussie stagehand. I've met him a couple times. Dude is insane with a deck of cards, and I'm totally jealous, dude. I wish I was working for Aussie. It's probably not as fun as you think. Go working backstage once you find out what's behind the curtain. But no, shout out to him too. And yeah, that was a really, really fun night. Still really incredible that I got on stage. And I don't know if I explained this earlier, but yeah, I've met Aussie back in 2019 during Magic Live, and I think I actually have I found it right here, repertoire, and right there. Yeah, that was right here. Yeah, this was during Magic Live in 2019. That was really incredible. Super, super nice guy. And yeah, I don't think he recognized me when he invited me on stage. He did kind of make that face. I don't know if he was just like so into the show. It's been like 5 years. I have a totally different haircut. I probably don't even weigh the same. But yeah, I don't think he recognized me. But Jacob did. Jacob did see me. But yeah, guys, that was really it. If you guys do get a chance, definitely check out Aussie's work. Definitely check out the show. He is one of the best magicians working today. And I really wanted to see that trick he did on Fool Us, but luckily enough, there was a lot of other stuff that I didn't really see. But I've read so much of Aussie's work, it didn't fool me, which was a little sad. It's not his fault. I've just read so much of his stuff that I just know how mainly a lot of it works. But still entertaining, really, really great guy. And yeah, that's really it, guys. I'm sorry, I sound really tired, but I have a haircut in 20 minutes, and yeah, so peace.